E.P.I.C community. I am here with Tris Thorp, and so excited to have her here so that you can get to know her a little bit. Tris, you've been in our magazine already a couple times, and we reviewed your book, Healing Your Heart.
Yeah.
And in this recent issue, the January-February issue, we are reviewing your workbook, which I have already started working with. I'm so excited about.
Nice, awesome.
So, I know that when you came to speak at our Self-Care for Entrepreneurs series, I learned a lot about you. And so I invited you here today so that our readers can learn a little bit more about you and from your perspective, what the book offers and your background.
Okay.
From my perspective, reading your book, I think it's the foundation for all mental, emotional, and physical health. So that's what I'm getting out of it. And so I'd like to hear about a little bit more about why you wrote it and what you think readers should expect from reading it.
So Healing Your Heart was, it's really a compilation, Virginia, of all of the tools and techniques that I pulled together over the course of a decade to heal up a lot of painful wounding from my past, from my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of childhood abandonment. I was given away by my parents several times as a child. I experienced sexual abuse, and add on top of that all of the other things that we as human beings go through, right, throughout the course of our lives, our childhood, and becoming an adult and figuring out who we are. And so by the time I arrived at a place in my life where I was given the resources and the tools to help find my way through that healing journey, I was in a pretty bad space. I was really not in a great space. I was not proud of the person that I had become as a result of the experiences that I'd had in my life. And I dedicated myself religiously to the things that I was learning and the practices that were available to me and being taught to me. And on the other end of that, over time, gradually things began to heal up, and I began to gain more confidence and be free of baggage that had really haunted me for a lot of my life, a lot of negative emotions, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness that had really plagued me for the majority of my life, and all the limiting beliefs that come, from life. And healing through a lot of that, I really wanted an opportunity to share with readers and the world, basically, that these tools are out there, and if they're applied every single day, that you can heal your heart. You can create an incredible life for yourself. And from that space, what's been one of my greatest experiences and takeaways from emotional healing is on the other end of that, you can now look back on those past experiences with clarity and understanding, and you may not be stoked that you had to experience certain things in your life, but you also recognize that those things were necessary in order for you to evolve into the person that you need to be today.
Right. And so you take away a little bit of the charge.
Yeah.
Or a lot of the charge, or all of the charge, actually, is what I'm discovering. And so then it's just part of your path to where you are now.
Yeah.
And not so much a part of your story, how horrible. There's no judgment around it, right? You kind of lose all that judgment around it.
I think that's the intention behind it, right? As human beings, we're multidimensional. And there are so many layers of conditioning and experiences and beliefs and values and morals and ethics and all of this stuff that's kind of put on us, that the processes outlined in my book, Healing Your Heart, are designed to help kind of peel back those layers one by one and really take the reader on a journey through exploring their own inner landscape to understand how have these experiences shaped the person that I am today. And of these experiences that I've had, what are the things that I really truly need to let go of in order to then look back on those experiences from a place of empowerment,
Right.
and have that be a foundation for where you're standing today in the world, as opposed to remaining stuck in this victim mindset that terrible things happen to me and so I'm not good enough, I'm never going to have enough.
Right.
So for me, it's not like you read the book and everything miraculously disappears.
Right.
And if you're willing to put everything into practice, that it's a slow, gradual unfolding of kind of shining off all of the rust and things to reveal who we truly are beneath all that.
Yeah, I love that description. Yeah, and that's exactly how it feels. Reading the book and following the workbook has been really helpful for me. Also having some childhood trauma and adult trauma, and just to kind of work through that. I love that description.
I'm so happy to hear that, truly.
Yeah.
Really, when I was writing that book, I didn't know if one person was going to read it or if 1 million people were going to read it. And I remember there was a moment in time where I remembered saying, if this book changes even one person's life, then it will have served its purpose. And so it means a lot to me to know that you're reading it and you've gone through it, and that it's been valuable for you.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you. I really appreciate you writing the book, and you're a local treasure. You're here in Carlsbad,
Yeah.
which is great for North County readers, and also because you do most of your events in this area, right? Or you're kind of national and international, but you do a lot here.
I do a lot here because I love, number one, I love to be home. I've been traveling since I was in my early 20s. I worked in the music business for about 20 years, and so I was always traveling, hotels and tour buses, and then working with Deepak Chopra for over a decade and being on the road and teaching. And now I really love to do events out of my backyard with my community and my people, and being in beautiful Southern California.
Yes.
So I do events internationally, and yes, this is my home base and where I love to spend my time.
Well, we're very lucky to have you, Tris, and thank you so much. And there's always, whenever Tris has something in this area, we're going to have it in Epic, North County, because I know our readers love to find out more about you and work with you personally, which is such a gift.
Great.
Yes, thank you
I love
so
it.
much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.